Veteran heavy metal merchants Uriah Heep have managed to stay on top in the world of rock for over 15 years. Originally formed in 1969, members have included Christchurch-born bassist Gary Thane, who was the first ever Kiwi rocker to achieve success in the UK. Through various personal reshuffles, founder member Mick Box has revitalised Uriah Heep, with keyboard wizard John Sinclair, talented bassist Trevor Boulder, and the return of drummer Lee Kerslake. The band now features 5-piece vocal harmonies led by the dynamic lead singer Pete Goalby. Mick Box,
Hello,
Peter Goalby.
Hello.
Welcome to Shazam.
Hello. Thanks a million.
Now, Uriah Heep, I suppose I've got to ask you, where does the name come from?
Well, we were formed in the centenary year of Charles Dickens, as it happens, and all over London there was all these publicity, books, posters on buses and everything. And there was films out as well, and one of them was a film of David Copperfield, one of Charles Dickens' novels. And one of the characters out of that film was a guy called Uriah Heep. He was an old Dickensian accountant guy all dressed in black. Looked quite evil, so we thought, that'd be rather nice to use the name.
That's where you picked it up.
That's it, mate, yeah.
With so many bands splitting up these days, how is it that Uriah Heep have... even though you haven't stuck together with the same lineup, nevertheless, the idea of the band is still there. How come it's still carrying on?
Well, basically, I get the credit for that, I guess. No,
all the blame.
All the blame, you name it. No, it's just something. There was a down period where we had to reshape the thing up, and we did. I did that and got the band together as it is now from a bomb and organ head first. I think it's just really, I thought to myself, well, after 10 years of dedicating my life to one project, I might as well see if I can reshape it up, so it can be an ongoing thing again, and I did very well, with all these guys. It's been fabulous.
Also, I think it's the music. We're still playing Gypsy, which is how old?
14 years old.
I think if the music's strong enough to live on, the band can live on. I think a lot of bands split up because basically people move on to other things, But luckily with Uriah Heep, we've still got a lot of friends out there.
Has the feel of the band changed because the members have changed?
No, not at all. It's Spirit's exactly the same. Yeah, it's fabulous, if not even better. Because right now we've actually got 5 guys all going in the same direction at the same time, and I'm talking every level, creativity and every possible level you can have. So it's a really good ongoing thing, and hopefully no more changes, so I won't get asked that question again.
Well, I read the list of people who've been in the band and rejoined and disappeared, and it really is incredibly hard to
We're going to have a party one day in the Albert Hall.
It's a who's
for all the old members.
About 50 people playing Gypsy.
You feel you've reached the lineup now that you're really happy with?
We hope so. Obviously things, you can plan it that way and something will happen, different to what you're playing. But we're very much involved in it all now, and we're hoping it is an ongoing thing.
And I think if you can keep it like that, we all get on very well. Not only do we play together on stage, we go out socialising together, which is very rare, especially with rock and roll bands.
Yeah, we haven't quite got the separate dressing rooms yet, have we?
No. Because that's how it ended with Deep Purple,
Right.
They even stayed in separate hotels. That's amazing.
So it never got like that with you guys?
No,
never.
That's good.
No, if you've got that family atmosphere, and it's great, because it comes across with your music and everything you do. On stage they can see where they're all enjoying and getting off on what, each individual's doing. If you're having a bad time, they all didn't see that, and I think it's the wrong vibe to get across.
How did the 80s compare with 69, wasn't it, when it first started?
Yeah, very good.
How did they compare? 1984, what's it like?
I think it's a little harder in terms of, in the 1970s it was all new and fresh and exciting and all that, and there was a lot of money about for other bands, to get signed up and record deals and stuff, it was like that big 70s thing. And business-wise, it was easier to get a break, I think. I think now in the 80s, it's a lot harder because the economic situation actually comes into the music end of it as well, Right. And I think the other thing was, I think record companies back then didn't have so much tunnel vision as they do have now. I think they have tunnel vision. It becomes new wave, and they won't sign anybody up, no matter how good they are, unless they're playing new wave or punk or whatever, you name it. It's all fads all the way down the line, which is a shame, really.
I was going to ask about that. Why, like you say, when there have been so many musical trends, has heavy metal been the one that seems to have gone powering right the way through the middle?
That's it, you see. A lot of people said, oh, well, heavy metal's dead, or hard rock, whatever you want to call it. And now it's coming back. It's not coming back at all. It's always been there. It's just that it was unfashionable to write about rock bands, you know, in the music press, especially in England. Right. They like to put that away in a drawer somewhere, and then they'll write about something else for about 6 or 7 months. With the punk thing, that lasted a bit longer.
Flavour of the day.
Flavour of the month, you know. But all through, from the 70s to the 80s, the only bands that are selling out concerts all over the world are rock bands. You know, you can have bands that come and have top 10 records and all the rest of it and do lots of TV, but when it actually comes to, you know, people going out to a concert, the only bands that really do well are rock bands.
I think that's basically because, you know, we spend all our time on the road.
Yes.
You know, I mean, we've done 17 countries in the last 9 months, and we live on the road, and there's lots of bands come up that are one-hit wonders or two-hit wonders, three, whatever you like, but they rely on videos to do the selling, you know. We rely on getting out there and doing it, you know.
Do you still enjoy life on the road, do you?
Oh, absolutely.
Obviously, you must.
Good.
It's the only life.
It's a working holiday, really. In fact, when we finish here now, we're going back to England, and I was thinking, it's strange because usually normal people, they go to work, you know, 50 weeks to the year, and then they go away to somewhere wonderful for their holiday. We spend 50 weeks of the year in somewhere wonderful, and we have 2 weeks at home. That's our holiday. Yeah. Strange.
It is weird, isn't it?
What do you think of bands, the sort of heavy metal bands now, with the Van Halens, the Motorheads,
Van Halen, great.
Great stuff, yeah. We call him new wave heavy metal, we call ourselves permanent wave. I think that sums it up.
This tour has incorporated quite a phenomenal amount of countries. Whereabouts have you been to?
India, Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia, Indonesia, 4 months in America, Israel, Greece, all across Europe. Luxembourg, Germany, France, you name it, we did it.
How many countries is it?
17. This is the 17th day.
And what's the strangest venue you've performed in?
The strangest venue in a cowfield in India.
Got to be in India, isn't it? Yeah.
A cowfield.
Yeah, funny. We played in San Diego, a big major festival there, right? 60,000 people, firework displays to each band, million lamps and watts and everything. You name it, it was there, right? It's grand stuff, grand scale. And the next concert was in Bombay, in the middle of a field. Right? And it was like they turfed all the cows out and built a sort of pen, and that's where the audience were going to be, and knocked up this stage out of plywood, and there was 16 lamps, 8 each side. And that was it, 7,000 Indians in there, but it was great.
So the lighting system was on and off, was it?
Yeah, they got two
choices.
I actually used that because they said, what special effects are you going to use? And I think it's straightforward on and off. But it was fun, you know. Although that sounds a bit cheap and everything, I mean, the tour organisers organised it. But when you got out there and you see 6,000-7,000 fans, actually starved rock fans, because no bands will go there, you know, unless it's got, all the security and grain stuff and so many million lights, you know. There's not many bands could go out there with that much character and pull it off, you know.
Yeah, our dressing room at one of the gigs was 4 posts in the ground, and they wrapped the blanket, like a few blankets around it. And there was a huge bullfrog in the, wasn't it? In the middle of the dressing room.
I mean, huge.
I mean, no one would go near it.
Ribbit.
Sure it wasn't a table.
No luxuries like that.
No luxuries like that. It's funny, we said, look, we must have ice in the drinks, you know, because you can't drink, I mean, it's domestic, you know, drink there, you know, it's not anything imported. And it's, what was it, £12 or something, it would be about $25 for a shot of brandy in the hotel.
Goodness, man.
Right, so we said, we've got to have ice, because, I mean, it's hot out there, you don't want loads of warm drinks going inside you, right? And very thirsty. And we were saying to the guy, where's the ice? This promoter, right? Where's the ice? So it's coming. And eventually we saw right at the back of the field this guy on a moped, right? There's this little bike and he's steaming along over these hills and everything. Right? He turns up, and we didn't associate that with being the ice. He just said, look at him, he looks funny, doesn't he? Look all that way, and he's bouncing all over the hills, right? Comes straight in the dressing room, right, on the bike. Opens it up and gets out the saddlebag. Here's your ice. big block. Throws it on the floor. We said, no way.
One big block.
Yeah, one big block. We thought, no, that's
and he threw it on the floor. This is outside, remember. This is in a field.
Oh, of course.
The cows have been in earlier in the day.
Threw your ice on the floor.
Yeah.
Marvellous.
Yeah.
Great stuff, though.
You seem to enjoy it, it doesn't bother you. Like,
no,
a lot of bands would probably storm out, would probably walk out and say, you know, so we need security, we need a big stage.
Well, I mean,
there's
no prima donnas in this band.
Right.
Yeah.
Marvellous. So what does it feel like to be back after 10 years?
Brilliant. It's almost as if we've never been away. It's been wonderful.
Mick Box and his team are back after 10 years. The Logan Campbell Centre in Auckland is no stranger to rock concerts. In the past few years, this has been the stomping ground of top live acts such as the Little River Band, Hollies, Joan Armour Trading, the Shadows, the Four Tops, the Temptations and even Cliff Richard. But tonight, it's the turn of the Heavy Metal Brigade to spend a few hours with their heroes, Uriah Heep. The sound has got to be just right for the videotaping of not only a TV special, but a live album featuring Uriah Heep's greatest hits. A 16-track recorder is on site, along with Television New Zealand's outside broadcast unit. 6 cameras are located in strategic positions around the auditorium to capture the excitement of the concert. Drummer Lee Kerslake starts the all-important Soundcheck. He toured New Zealand with Heep in 1974, and after 10 long years, he still enjoys life on the road.
That's a little on me, actually. Caught some keys there, mate.
Lift it up again, I'll put the switch back first.
John Sinclair and his array of keyboards is next in line for the checks. John's first band, the Heavy Metal Kids, were tipped by rock experts to become a supergroup, but it was not to be, and John now seeks fame and fortune with Uriah Heep. In the 70s, it was the Hammond organ which gave many rock acts a distinctive edge to their music. On tour, John Sinclair retains the Hammond sound, supplemented by 3 synthesizers for the newer numbers. Bassist Trevor Boulder, ex-member of David Bowie's Spiders from Mars, is rated among the world's foremost bass players. Tonight, it's up to lead singer Pete Goalby to deliver the message. Primarily a vocalist, Pete features acoustic guitar in The Wizard, a Heep classic. But it's Mick Box who's the virtuoso guitar wizard in this band.
much. Good evening, Auckland, New Zealand. Oh, thank you very much. Let me tell you what we're going to be doing for you here tonight. We've got some old songs for you. And we got some new songs for you. Let me just explain what's happening here. There's a few people wandering around the stage with cameras. What's happening is we decided that you people in New Zealand needed a real heavy dose of heavy metal. And so, tonight, you're all going to be famous because we're televising the show. It's being recorded for television in New Zealand. Yeah! And it's about time too. We're going to play a track from the new album. The album's called Head First. This is On the Other Side of Midnight. not too shabby. Hey, thank you very much. We always try and dedicate a few of the songs to certain sections of the audience. This one may appeal to some of you. How many people out there have been stopped by the police at some time in your life? This is from a Bombernog. It's called Too Scared, and you'll understand what this is all about. Too scared to run.
All right, this is where somebody in this audience
tonight. You're going to be famous. Who can we have? Who wants to be famous? You do. Now you stay there. Who else wants to be famous? We're going to make her famous, this one, right? Have we got any singers in the audience tonight? How many people can sing? Everybody. Him? All right. This is what's happening? Oh! Wait a minute. We haven't started yet. This is from Head First. This is a tune called Lonely Nights. This is for all the singers, right? We got 3. You're going to be huge. You're going to be bigger than Brigitte Bardot, right?
go back 10 years for this next tune. We'd like to play a track from the Demons and Wizards album. This is especially for the people that are here tonight in Auckland. This is called The Wizard. Thank you very much. There you go. That was the new single. At this point in the show, I would like to introduce you to the guy that formed Uriah Heep in 1969. Auckland, say hello to Mick Box. I think it's fair to say that you've got a lot of friends here today. Go Stealin. with her on my mind. This sweet little girl, she means all the world. Gypsy queen, with sister between a lover. One day I will go to him, strong enough to fight and win. The kind of a man that he'll understand. For you, anything. I'd just like to say, just before we continue, this is the 6th show that we've done in New Zealand, and it is the last show. And all I can say is I'm glad we saved the best one till last. You've been fantastic. All I can say is, give me a camera. Where's the cameras? I'll get him on. I hope that it comes over on television like it is here tonight, because it's been fantastic. Thank you. Yeah, look at these people. Beautiful.